lovelies, welcome back and welcome to a lovely lazy morning on the farm. Now this footage was filmed on Sunday and a little bit later you'll be seeing the fry up to prove that it's Sunday. I'm recording this voiceover the following Wednesday. Now in between then and now I have developed the almightiest sty in my eye, so I figured that I'd save you from having to stare at the monstrosity that it is by not recording the normal kind of intro and outros and just doing this voiceover for the entire video. You're welcome. Now we are in full-on harvesting mode here. The gardens are producing food every single day and I'm trying so hard to keep up with it all, but I'll be honest, it's not always easy. There's like food overload. This is our little courgette or zucchini patch, and the thing with courgettes is that if you don't pick them when they're young and courgette, they keep growing and they turn into these monster marrows. Now one of these is going to get donated in a bit to the chickens. I'm going to use the other one to try making my keto flatbread. I'm not sure if it's going to work as marrows are kind of more like watery than courgettes, but I figured I would give it a go. These are the beans that I rescued from the supermarket reduced section. Does anyone else rescue sad looking plants? They were missing a label, so I planted them with these canes to grow up, but it turns out they're actually a dwarf bean, so they don't get any taller than this, so I really needn't have bothered with the canes. The beans themselves are delicious though. They are perfect stir-fried quickly and served with some crumbled feta cheese or some spicy andouja. And these onions are the ones that I planted during the quarantine diaries. They're now perfectly ready for pulling and storing. I don't have time to deal with that today, but I'm going to take a couple now to use in the kitchen. And it is on my to-do list to pull and dry the rest out. And I'm just going to pull them all up and then lay them out in the polytunnel for a couple of days, just to dry out a little bit so that they store without going mouldy. Damn, I love these girls. I was pretty surprised just how much they enjoyed this marrow flesh. It's kind of a weird texture. It's almost fluffy, watery. It's certainly not the most inspiring vegetable, I have to say, but you wouldn't know that the way the girls attack it. They love it. Now last month I showed you the little broody hen and I did have to step in and intervene in the end. She'd been sat, I think, for like, I don't know, 5 or maybe 6 weeks, which is far too long, and especially when she wasn't actually sitting on any fertile eggs. So to kind of break her broodiness, I took her out of the chicken run and I kept her in the log shed in a poultry crate for 2 days and 2 nights. Obviously she had food and water in the crate, she was totally safe, but oh my god, I felt so horrible taking her away from like her perceived motherhood. It felt really mean. Now that is just the first haul of today. Keep watching. This is one of the artichokes that we left to go to flower. Very often I'll see 4 or even 5 bees in each of these flower heads. It's been raining this morning and this little chap looks totally bedraggled. Oh, this is my happy place. The tomatoes this year are amazing. These big ones, I do need to find out the name of this variety from Mum. Mum, if you're watching, please dig out the name of these. They are amazing. They're really meaty and really sweet. They're so delicious. Possibly one of the favourite tomatoes I've ever grown, actually. Now it's really tough getting the watering of tomatoes right. Too much water and your fruit will be like bland and tasteless.
Oops.
But then that leads to irregular watering and that can cause the skins to split. So I'm trying to get it just right, but it's not easy. The sweet corn is doing really, really well, and you start checking on the corn when the strings that come out the top of the cob, when they go brown, and you just peel back some of the sheath around it to check if any of the kernels are yellow. Happily, these ones were, and this is the first corn that I've picked this year. Thankfully, we've got plenty more to go after this. This is my spaghetti squash. It's not ready yet, sadly. It will be turning bright yellow when it is. These are really delicious, and the flesh inside is like stringy, so it makes a great pasta replacement if you're on a low-carb diet. There's a few raspberries left. And this little blackberry mum planted has just started fruiting. The fruits are much bigger and sweeter and juicier than wild blackberries, and they taste really, really good. And the blueberries, this is definitely the best year of blueberries we've ever had, ever actually. These ones are lovely. They're a little bit small. I wonder if that means that we've underwatered them, but the flavour is really, really good. Just to prove I really did film this on Sunday morning. This is a low-carb dream, people. Oh, it was so good. Thank you, Johnny. And now I am off to pick my third basket of goodies for the day, but this time I'm going a little bit wild. I need some more blackberries because I need to restock my blackberry vodka stash. If you've never made it before, seriously, give it a go. Oh my God, it's so, so good. I'll pop a link above and down in the description box below if you want to give it a go. It's so easy. It's blackberries, sugar and vodka. Oh my God, it tastes so, so good. I also managed to snag a few ripe apples. These were the first ones of the year that were ripe. There was a little bit of sharpness to them, I'm not going to lie, but they were very tasty too. And just look how weighted down these poor branches are this year. There is so much fruit on there. They look like they're going to snap. And finally, I thought I'd bring you down to the duck pond and I'd tempt the girls off the island with some sweeties, but do you know what? They're not going to budge. They're just sitting there looking at me. And then this happens. The lengths I go to for you lot. I'm down at the pond. I'm trying to coax the ducks off the pond so I can film them for you. It's just started hoofing down with rain and I'm now hiding in a tree. All in a day's work. Right, my lovely friends, I'm kind of sorry that there's no proper intro or outro today. I hope you'll forgive me, and I also hope you've enjoyed this little tour of the farm. I had great fun filming this. It was a lovely, lovely day, and we've had so much rain lately that it was lovely to get some sunshine. As always, thanks for watching. Feel free to whack that thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and I'm going to catch up with you guys next week. Oh my goodness, it's going to be September. Wow. As always, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you on the other side. Over and out.